Hello, hello, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today this is the project that we are making, and I really hope you will stay for the entire video. It's worth seeing. I hope you guys will give this a thumbs up, a comment, a share, and a hype. If you could hit that hype button, it's so helpful. I would appreciate that too. But anyway, this is what we're going to be making, so I hope you guys stick around and enjoy the video. And know that also pretty soon I'm going to be doing a video on a giveaway. I promise you that. I'm trying to gather things up to put into a just a crafting grab bag kind of a thing. So I want to try and do one or two of them. So I would rather do two. So let me get those together, and as soon as I have them together, I will do that video too, you guys. But anyway, stay tuned for this one. It's a good one. You guys don't want to miss this. I'm not kidding. So, all right. So I'm going to go grab my stuff and let's get going. Look what we get to do today. Oh my goodness. This beautiful thing is something that I received from my dear friend Kim. She got these at Hobby Lobby. She had it sent to me, and oh my word, look at this gorgeousness. Oh my goodness. I know they did have these on sale at one point for like $5 something. I don't know that they're on sale now, but look at how beautiful this is. It's quite large. Just to kind of give you guys an idea, I can't wait to get this done. Okay, so there's 12 inches right to there. 13, 14, 15 and a half inches tall. And then side to side, it's 11 and a half inches. So it's big and it's beautiful. Kim has done some of these, and I have some pictures, and I am going to display those pictures at the end of this video. So please stay tuned for those pictures at the end, because she did some amazing work on hers. Kim is a blessed artist. I believe that 100% firmly. She doesn't usually show her work because she's one of those people that's very critical on herself. So, and I know how that is. For a long time I was kind of that way too, until I one day finally woke up and said, you know I'm not perfect. And I know not everyone's going to love everything I do, and that's okay. You know, you can't expect everyone to love everything, but I did get Kim's authorization to show a few of her pieces, and I am gonna show them, you guys. So I will put them at the end of this video so that you can see the beautiful work that she does. Now, they come in natural wood. So this is what they look like on the front side too. This is just natural wood, and I think it's like birch or whatever they make these things out of. And I spray painted it white on the front. I only sprayed the front white. And I'm turning this kind of sideways because if I turn it this way, you guys can't see the whole thing right now. And right now, I wanted you to see what the whole thing looks like. There isn't a single broken piece on this. The beading is perfect. So, yeah. The only thing is, if you order these online, I will say, Kim sent me some. She sent me 2. And they came with some broken bits. And so she quickly got on the phone to Hobby Lobby and said, you send her new ones. And they didn't request that we send back the old ones, the broken ones. And they sent me 2 replacement pieces, way better wrapped, you know, the whole 9 yards, because she had ordered some for herself and she had the same thing happen. So we both had to get new ones. So the people at Hobby Lobby took a little more pride in their packing the next time, and wrapped them up really well. So this is what I got, and they are perfect. And thank you, Kim, and thank you, Hobby Lobby. So We are going to make this amazing. What I have here, oh, and I have to show you guys too. I'm going to put this aside for a second. I've got a few fabric crumbs on there. I got my flowers from Debbie's sale. Now, I know there was a couple of you that were trying to get into Bird's Place and didn't get in for the sale. I'm going to say I hope she does another one sometime soon. The sale came and went. And at the time, she was having some trouble with her website, or her Facebook page. She got them to fix it and quickly took the orders and filled them. So these are some of the flowers that I ordered from Debbie. I got a lot. Debbie was sweet and she sent me some extras because she has always sent me flowers to work with. She's been very supportive of my channel. We kind of help each other out. I help kind of get people to her page when she does a sale, and she helps me by giving me some of the stuff that she gets. But I did buy, I bought some and she sent me some extras. So that's what I've got. So these are all roses. Look at this, you guys. You are not going to find paper roses that are better than these. They're fairly stiff. They are perfect. I mean, perfect. Look at that. I love these roses, and all of the colors are exactly what I hoped for. We've got these. These are a little bit more of a peachy pink. And these are the light pink. And then these are some cherry blossoms I got. Her cherry blossoms are gorgeous. These are a couple of the tiny white roses that I got. And these are mulberry flowers, you guys. So they're the thicker paper. But these are my very favorites. I wish I had ordered more of this color because I could just die that I didn't. Look at these lavender roses. Oh my gosh, they're a little bit darker in the middle, not a lot. And look at those. Oh my word, they are gorgeous. I did not get a lot of these, and I could kick myself for that. I really literally could kick myself for that. I should have known better. And these are some of the small white ones. These are smaller than these. So they're all kind of different sizes, you guys. And then, let's see, is there anything different in here? Get down in there. We got some pink tiny ones. And these are not the kind of paper that gets all crumpled up. I bought those on Amazon or Temu, one of those, and the paper just is all crumpled up and it looks terrible. These do not do that, you guys. These are tough little flowers. So the next time that she has a sale, I'm going to make sure y'all get notified by me and get over there and buy some. Look at these. I love these flowers. And I don't know if these are supposed to be roses or peonies, but I don't care because they are gorgeous and I use these all the time. They are gorgeous. And let's see, what else do we have? I don't know that I got any rose buds. I don't think she got any rose buds, you guys. I think that was, oh wait, yes I did. I did. She had some. Oh, and here's some of the two-toned small pink ones. So these are like these, only tiny. Look at those. Is that not gorgeous, you guys? So those are those, and then these are some rosebuds that I got. And they're beautiful. Look at them. I mean, these come so well made, you guys. I do not know where Debbie orders her flowers, and I couldn't tell you if I did because I can't give her secrets away. I'm not like that. I'm a good friend. But here's some more of the off-white ones, the bigger ones, and I've got one more set of rosebuds. And I think those are it, you guys. I've got some, I don't know if I showed you any of these or not. These are just regular pink roses. I think I did show you a thing of those, but I'm not positive. But here's the pink tinies, the pink tinies. And those are the solid pink. So these would go really great with these. Or mix and match. That's what I do. And then I got some solid pink ones of these. So these are different. These kind of have the white and pink in them. And then these are solid pink. Those might actually be some that I already had. I'm not sure. Because I put them in, I think I put them all in the same box. The ones that I already had. But pretty much all of what I'm showing you is the stuff that I just got from her sale. And yeah, that's it. I have, you know, some more cherry blossoms, a few more cherry blossoms, and yeah, is this not the greatest thing ever? So I'm going to leave some of these out because I'm not going to use those. I might keep some of those out. Definitely pull some of the rose buds out like that. I'm not going to use these super fast because I don't want to run out of them again, you guys. Here's the thing, though. Well, I'll show you in a minute. Hold on. Some of these I can just kind of put back in there. I don't know. I might leave those out just in case. These we're not using today. These I only got 2 bundles of these, you guys. Is that the silliest thing you ever heard? I could just kick myself. Okay, and we've got these pink ones that are absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to pull a couple of these out if I can. I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet, you guys, so bear with me. We'll leave those there. We've already got some of those out. I'm not going to use those. What did I do? Oh, I got these. I'm going to leave those out. And I thought I had a couple of these out, but I know I do, but I'll just yank a couple off of there. And we'll put the cherry blossoms out. So these are what I'll have to pick from. And so what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to just kind of drop these in my little bag here for now. Because I want to show you guys what I have to work with. I mean, you know I'm not using all these flowers, you guys, because I've only got so much space to use them. And I don't want to go overboard. I'm going to try and show some self-control today, guys, with the flowers. So hopefully I can do that. This is the image we are going to put in the center of this. And I did cut it down so that it would easily go in there. So that's what's going to go in the middle of that. Is that gorgeous? And then I've got the 2 butterflies that went with it. So I'll find places to put those. So that's what's going in there. I've got some pearls. I've got some, I think I might use this lace to go around the outside of the beads. It was a toss-up between that and my large AB rhinestones. So I don't know. It depends on sort of which way I end up going in the end. These are pretty too, and they give it that sparkle. So I don't know. I have this cut all ready to go on there because I had already decided that was going to be it. This is one of my Temu flowers. Is that not gorgeous? I love these flowers so much. You guys have to get on Temu and order these. I'm going to put the link to these at the end of this video, or in the description menu, I should say. And you can get these on Temu. And this is a bow that I got at work. We sell so many pretty bows, and I thought maybe this might be just gorgeous on here. So we're going to have that. We had these at Christmas time, and I don't even think we have these anymore. I'm pretty sure we don't, but we'll get them again. So when we do, I will probably get some more of those. But it may not be until, I'm hoping we'll get some more for Easter. So we'll see. If we do, I'll let y'all know, because they are gorgeous. And really, you get 2 of these bows. I think they're 2 different colors, or like this one and a one without the pearls. And they're like $4.99 for the 2, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I mean, they're beautiful, and they are barrettes. So I just take that off the back. They're gorgeous. I can't say enough about these bows. They're very nice quality, and they're organza, and they're perfect. I mean, I like to use them on my handbags and stuff when I make those, because they hang long, and they work good with, you know, tassels around them and stuff. So I had actually thought I might use this flower on here, but I think I want to use my paper roses on this one. So I think that's the direction I'm going. And I have this little piece of sequined and beaded lace. Not going to go crazy with the laces and stuff, but I do want to have a piece that I can kind of have coming out of the flowers, maybe at the top. So there's that. I don't think I'm going to hang anything off of the bottom, guys. The only thing is, if I choose to put the bow at the bottom, that would be the only real thing that would hang off the bottom. But I'm debating, honestly, on whether I want to put the bow up here, which looks very beautiful. Look at that. I think I'm going to put it up here. And that's okay. I don't have to have anything hanging from here, unless I at some point find an earring somewhere that just must go on here. Then I might do that. But for now, I'm going to say no. I'm not going to put anything hanging on this. I'm going to go, I do have these, and one of these would be pretty at the bottom, but even that, I just think it kind of gaudies it up a little bit, so I don't want to go gaudy on this. So just making sure all my pearls are there. I looked like I dropped one. So that's it. So that's what we're going to be using on this, you guys. First things first is we're going to put this fairy in the middle of this. And so this is one of my decals. I'll put the link to these decals. I got them on Amazon. And they are absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. You guys have probably seen this one before. This is my second time ordering these decals. And she's just beautiful. I think I put her, can't remember what I put her on. But I did put her on something once. So this is my second one, and she's going on this. I could not wait to use these decals again. Let's make sure we've got a clean surface with nothing under it that's going to stick. And get it on there straight, you guys. That's like the main, centered as best you can and straight. Because once you go down, you can't change it. So this is where I'm stuck with it, right there. If it's not perfectly straight, oh well. It'll have to do. And I think that looks pretty darn good, right? So then you just take up one of your edges of the decal, the plastic part, and you make sure that these are staying down. And of course I didn't bring my little plastic doohickey to... These decals come with little plastic things that you use to to, you know what, I'm going to go get it because that's what I should be using, because you guys need to know the correct way to do this. And I need to stop just going ahead and doing it my way. Okay, I know I've got a package in here somewhere that has them. Not that one. Sorry, you guys. Sorry about the noise. There's one right there. Okay. At least I have a drawer now where I have all of my, or most of my decals, I should say. So I've got this and this. This is the one I usually use, and you just kind of go along here like this. And actually, this is the first time I've gotten one like this, but this is actually kind of nice because it's bigger, but it's a lot more flexible. I just want to see how it works, if it works well. This one's a little bit stiffer though, so I feel like it's going to push those down a little bit better. Okay, so now if we can just get our nails up under there. I should have a razor blade with me, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, so it's all sticking down. We're good. Make sure that you're looking as you're going though, you guys, because you can get going on this and go too fast and then realize when it's too late that you have bits that didn't stick. And then it's too late to try and stick them down. So that's what we got. Look at her. She's so gorgeous. Oh my God, she's so gorgeous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It went on there right. Okay, so now we're going to take our little butterflies. We've got 2 of them. And I'm going to put one. I don't want to put, the one thing that I have found out with these is if you stick this plastic, if you've got a lot of extra plastic, cut it off around that decal, because if it sticks to this for some reason, it might pull it up, and you don't want that to occur. So I'm going to put this where I know it's not stuck to the other image in any way. And I did cut off the edges on the bottom so that it wouldn't do that. So see, that started to come up. And again, sometimes it takes a few tries to get that to stick, or sometimes if you start with the other one and go the other direction, you don't have to deal with that. It'll just come off like that. Okay? So there's our first butterfly. And now our second butterfly. Let's see, where do we want that? I don't want it down here because I think I'm going to put that one up here at the top, just like the other one. This one I'm afraid is going to end up getting covered up with stuff, unfortunately. It may. I hope not, but I'm going to try not to let that happen. But I'm afraid once I put the flowers and stuff on, depending on how they land on there, I'm afraid I'm going to end up covering it up. And I really don't want that to happen. Okay, so this time I'm going to do this the right way, and I'm going to rub it down. First thing, and pull. And you guys know how I pull. I kind of press my finger down, and I pull that way so that it comes off a lot cleaner. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited about this. I cannot tell you. Okay, I'm going to put that in my little holder here. There we go. And those can go, I gotta take the plastic off of those. Those can go in my toolbox. Okay. All right, so that's what we look like so far. Let me get her close up so you guys can really see her. Look at that. I can't hold it the straight way because my camera tripod, so you can see there's the shine. And look at this now that I'm noticing. I want to make sure I look at it and I don't have a bunch of bubbles. Now, it's not going to be perfectly flat because these go on a little bit kind of, they look bumpy, but they're not. I don't know how to say that, but take your little scraper and just press that air out. And then if you have to, you can get a razor blade and just pop a little hole in it, or a pin, a straight pin. Pop a little hole in it and do this, and that bubble will just disappear. And I see there's a couple of them over here. Gonna try and get rid of them this way first. Okay, I think we're okay. All right, so there's that. And now we are going to use our B7000. And the first thing I'm going to put down is I'm going to put down my pearls on the inner rim here. I'll save that piece. And what I should do is take a dot of B7000 on that, and I'm going to do a little dot. And I'm going to start it up here in this corner, and the reason that I'm going to do it right there is because that's where my, around where my flowers and my bow and stuff are going to go, and this is where they're going to come together. And that way, if for some reason this piece doesn't match up, it won't be seen. But I think I figured out that it is going to match up fine. So now I'm just going to start putting a bead of the B7000 just along this whole rim. And I should have plenty of time to get all of these pearls on fairly quickly. And I might put a dot of hot glue here and there as I go, just to get it all sort of stuck down, so that while I'm still working on it, it will stay in place. So, I'll just find a couple of little spots where there's not a lot of B7000, where I can just put a dot of hot glue. Put my lid on that, and we'll just start pressing this down. Sometimes if you wait just a couple of minutes, you know, to let that B7000 sit there, it will stick down better, because it starts to get sticky as it starts to cure. And we're just gonna, here and there, hot glue. And of course I missed the whole spot right there with that piece of hot glue. That is crazy. I need to check it first before I put it on there. and see where the beads are going to land. That one's going to go right there. And let's go, let's see, right there. I'm trying not to make a whole bunch of glue strings. It's so hard. Trying to figure out why this spot down here feels like I have to put that bead right inside that spot there. Otherwise it's wanting to pull out and go crooked. So that's okay. We got this. Now it's kind of nice if you can get the beads in between these big beads. It kind of rests on there a little bit better. And I feel like I do have enough space to kind of do that and make sure that as many of them as I can get that way are that way. Get these strings off of here. Only thing I do not like about hot glue is the strings. Okay, now this one's gonna go right there. Okay, so now I've got this other piece, and I don't know how much of this I'm gonna need. Not all of it. Right there, right there, right there. I think I'm gonna cut it right here and hope that I can get this to work out well. Okay, very quickly get over that hot glue. There we go. All right. Stay stuck, beads. Stay stuck. They look gorgeous on there. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? You guys, this is going to be so gorgeous. And this will be, I hate to do this. This will be for sale in my Etsy shop because I have to start, I have to stop wanting things for myself. So I have to start selling more stuff and getting myself situated in a good place so I can get all this stuff done that I need to get done and get past all of this craziness. Feeling great today, guys. How are you all doing? You know what's funny? I gotta say this. And for those of you that don't like me to gab, I'm sorry. But I gotta say this. I watch Brenda Gant, Cooking with Brenda Gant. Love her, love her, love her. She has got the most positive outlook on life in general that I think I have ever seen. She is an adorable lady. And I just adore her. So yeah, we're going to go with the rhinestones on the outside, guys. And for this, I should only need, I might put a dot of hot glue here and there, but mostly the B7000. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to get our B7000 on here. And I'll leave a little opening right there. See if I can remember to find those openings as I go. Gonna try and keep it like at little intervals. One down there. And right there. Oops, I was gonna leave an opening there, but that's okay. And I already got over here. All right. Let me put my cap on that. And let me grab these. This is the big part. And I'm going to start with a dot. Yeah, I'm going to start it with a dot of hot glue right here. And I'm going to make that one over. And a hot glue dot right there. And right there. This is working a lot easier because these will sit down right where they're supposed to sit down. I don't have to worry too much. And let's go right there because I can see a little empty spot. Right there. You guys, this is going to be an exceptional piece. Okay. Dot right there. And you guys, I'm only putting the tiniest dot of hot glue in these spots. I don't want a lot, because I don't want a bunch of oozing to start happening. See, I went a little heavy right there, and then I twisted the rhinestones over. Oh, Carol. Darn. There we go, I got it. Alright, we're going to pull this up, pull that glue off. There we go. Got it. What happened was I ran out of glue in this, and so I was trying to get it to come out, and I should have just stepped back, put a new glue stick in, and went along the way I was supposed to, but I didn't. Darn near got around the whole thing without any trouble, and then that. A little bit of glue on this piece still. And I can't leave that there. I'm not going to let this whole piece be ruined by one little speck of glue. Oh, I think I got it all. Okay. All right. And there it is. I thought I lost my other piece. All right. I feel like the B7000 is sticky enough. Look at that. I did not make that long enough. Actually, I did. I take that back. I did, but when I initially sized it up, I think I pulled the rhinestones like all the way out instead of leaving them squished together. And this time I had them more together. So, oh well, that's okay. Got a little bit of glue right here, and I don't know if I can get it with these pliers. I doubt it. Yeah, my scissors aren't going to pull it out either. Here we go. These nippers should get right in there. There we go. Okay, so now I think I need maybe 3 more rhinestones. I'll leave a link to I got these on Amazon, and I will leave a link to these large 8mm rhinestones. And I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue and pop those right in. There we go. And we are good, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Now I do see a few little glue strings, but actually not a lot considering I thought there would be a lot more. So that's what it looks like with both of those bits on there. Look at that, around those little beads that are already on there. It's gorgeous. Okay, so now guess what time it is? It's flower time. Flower and bow time. So what we're gonna do, okay, I've got my little bag of my flowers here. I've got this little piece of lace. We're only going to use that one tiny little piece. I do want to cut, there's a little burn spot on this that I need to cut off. Because if I can see it, I know everyone else will see it. Okay. So, we've got, because see how this is purple? It's purple and pink, you guys. So I'm looking to try and combine my colors to make it both colors shine, to make them both pop. I want to put those aside, and I'm hoping to use some white. There's another pink one. I know I've got another purple one in here. There's another purple. And there's another pink and white one. And one more purple. Okay. And I've got more of really each of them in here except for the purple. I've got those. Those are smaller. And these are even smaller little white ones. And I'm going to need a few of the rose buds. So I want to make sure I have enough. I should have 6 of them. Yeah, 6 is what I'm going to need. Now, the only thing I do not have is I do not have any leaves, you guys. So, sorry about that. But I don't have any. And I'm not going to make any. I'm going to go with the flowers and no leaves. And that's okay. I do that all the time anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these roses is I'm going to take them and I'm going to stagger them like that, the 3 roses, and then I'm just going to twist them together so that they stay together. And it'll be kind of like that. So let's do this one. And that way those will be ready to go when it's time to use them. And I should be using my pliers to do this. Yes, you guys, it works a lot better if you use your pliers. And I'm wrapping this highest one to get it to the point where I really want it to be. So wrapping it around will make it kind of shrink up to fit the way I want it to. So there's that one. And I'm going to twist these a little bit more down here. And you guys, you can get these to move around. You can move them however you want them. You may like yours to lay a little differently than I do, but I think that looks good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to position my bow, I think, right there. That's where I feel I want my bow to go. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to get rid of this if we can. This is the hard part. I should have done this before I ever even started working on this. So we're going to heat up the glue that's on here. If I can get under there. This is not always easy, especially when you're working with something that's got a hard surface that's really stuck down well. Because you just kind of have to inch up on that glue. But hey, that wasn't so bad. This last piece should come right off. There we go. Okay, so that's all good. No blemishes or anything, yay. And this is where we're gonna go. So I'm gonna hit my glue gun and I'm gonna put a decent amount of glue on that back piece, and I'm even gonna put some sort of under this because it feels like it lifted just a little bit, and when I press this down it will press into place, and it's gonna go through the wood for sure because there's so many open spaces, but that's okay. I've got a silicone mat underneath, so anything that might fall through is going to go solid once it gets to the other side. So yeah, see, we did get some to go through, but it's not solid yet, but that's okay too. It didn't really get to the silicone mat, I guess. But I do want to get these strings off the back of this right now while I can, easily. Okay. That's all good. Not going to worry about that, for sure. And this is going to just harden up. It's just a lot of glue. It needed time to set up. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I want it to kind of have some ripples in it. So I think I'm going to glue that right there. Just a dot of glue. Like that. And we'll take this side and do the same. Get it going in the right direction, and we're going to ripple that to right there. Just a dot. Press it in through the fabric and get our finger off of it. Whoopsies. Okay. And then I think just so that I can get the pearls kind of up, I think I'm gonna put this piece down somewhere. I don't know where yet. Let's see. I feel like I want to do it down here. But I want to make it land so that those pearls will turn up and show. Because they tend to want to like curl under. And I don't want them to do that. And that might need a little press down somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of looks pretty like that. And this side, the same thing. I'm going to take this and maybe set it right onto that one. I've got a bunch of stuff stuck to my glue gun somehow within the last 5 minutes. I must have laid it on top of something over there. That's okay. And then this piece we'll just put it down right there. And the glue isn't showing through, oddly. It's nice. Okay. So that's where we are with that. I feel like I do want to kind of open that up a little bit. So I'm going to take a dot of glue right there. Put that down. Like that. Okay, I like that. Okay, so how does that look, you guys? Is it beautiful? You can say it. Will it to me, will it to me? I'll hear ya. Okay, hold on. I'm just getting some glue strings. So, that's what we've got so far. Is that not beautiful? See how the ribbon came out? Came out really nice. And I'm going to get some real good pictures of this, you guys, so that you can really see in the end how gorgeous this is going to be. I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be very gorgeous. So I need to take my nippers and cut off some wires here. And this leaf is coming loose. So we're going to put some glue down there and glue that on. And we're going to use 2 purple ones up top. And I'm going to save those wires for something else. I like to make them and sort of curl them up, make them curly. I might even put a couple in this to add some little bit of finesse. Okay, and that didn't, oh, I didn't glue it down. Okay. I'm like, why didn't that stay down? Silly, you didn't glue it down yet. Okay, so that's going to go there. And we're going to put that one on that side. You need to kind of kick them up on their sides a little bit. And so we're going to do this like this. I'm putting quite a bit of glue on there because I'm putting it down with this side down and the other side kind of on, so it's on its side so that they're facing this way and not just straight up and down. So that's what I'm doing there. I may end up having to put a little more glue underneath that bow too to get it to stay really, really down on this on this wood, because it's not touching a lot of the wood, and that's why it wants to lift up. There. I think that'll do the trick. Okay. Now, let's see. How do we want to do this? Or do we even want to? I could put a little piece of that just kind of coming off the bow or behind the bow. Like down under here. Like that. Or just kind of coming off right here. See how I'm covering up that butterfly? I'm not going to purposely do that. I'm just not. I could pop it under the flowers and leave it right there. That looks really good. So let's get that glued down. There we go. All right. So next, I need to decide, do I want to put maybe like a pink flower here or a pink and white flower here? I kind of like the straight pink. I really like that. Or what I can do is take and put one of these on each side. And that looks really beautiful. And then I can just take, I'm going to cut these so that I can work with them a little better. And I'm going to cut these. I get so many wires involved that I start bumping the wires, and then I just end up frustrating myself because I keep bumping the wires and knocking them out of the game. Okay, and then here we've got the bigger of the small white flowers. And if I put one there and one there, and then these are the tiny white ones. And these I'm going to leave a little bit. And I'm going to put those maybe, well, I wonder, now I'm wondering if I should go with the small pink ones instead. Like just these little ones that are the two-tone pink. I think these will look better than just the plain white at the end. Because then we're going to have the pink, don't forget the pink buds. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this and I am going to twist these a little bit tighter because I'm going to have to clip them and I don't want them to come apart. So they need to be twisted together pretty good and tight. So let's snip that. And these wires I'm not going to save. Snip that. Okay, so we've got those ready. All right, so let's just start gluing in these flowers. These need to get out of my way. I don't even want to have to see them there. Okay, these first. And put them kind of sideways. Don't put them straight up and down, you guys. They will look much better, trust me. I didn't realize that for years, and I had a lady one time make a comment on one of my videos, and this was a couple years back. Why don't you put your flowers in sideways? They look better. And I couldn't believe the difference when I did that. I was so thankful to her because it really meant the world to me, because it made me a better at arranging flowers, and I felt much better about the way that my projects looked after that. I was just like, wow, what a huge difference. So every time I glue my flowers on, I think of her. Isn't that funny? And it was at least a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago. And honestly, I don't even remember who it is. If she even watches my channel anymore, I don't know. But I still appreciate her for giving me that little piece of advice. This one I'm putting more up and down. Oh, I just thought of something. Ah, you stay there. I know I put glue on that one, but I want to get these in under there. And I didn't do that. And you are going to go, let's see, how are we going to do this? Like that. But I need to put some glue in now. And glue that one in and pull these just a little bit out. Okay, and now let's pull this up. It's okay. I don't really need to stick those up much at all. Okay. Now let's plug that in there. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but my stomach is making so much noise right now. Oh my word. I have one of those tummies. Ever since I had weight loss surgery, it just makes so much noise compared to what I used to be. And it used to just horrify me, because back in my days with my career, I had to sit in meetings all the time. And I'm going to tell you what, when you're sitting in meetings and your stomach is going off constantly after everybody had their snack, and why I didn't just not eat at those meetings, I don't know. I was too tempted, I guess, because we'd always have, like, if they were morning meetings, which they usually were, we'd have bagels and cream cheese and all that yummy stuff. And immediately, I mean literally after the first bite, my stomach starts. It starts making the loudest gurgling noises you've ever heard, and it's so embarrassing. There we go. That is gorgeous. Look at that. I want to say, where did I put them? I have these cherry blossoms, and I feel like I need maybe 2 cherry blossoms in the middle. Kind of like that. Yeah, I feel like I need these in there because they kind of offset everything. I just can't make the wires too long because I don't know how easy they're going to be to get in here. I may have to just take them apart. I'm just going to pop some glue inside there and hope for the best. Hope for the best, hope for the best. Oh yeah, that went in, no problem. And that looks gorgeous. Gorgeous! Oh, yay! You guys, it looks so pretty! Look at that! Look at that. Oh my word. That's not it, you guys. We're not done yet. Okay, we've got one more purple flower here. And we're going to nip that. And this arrangement is going to go right down here. So we're going to go with that one. We are going to go with one of our pink ones. We're not going to put quite as many flowers on this side. I don't know, maybe I should go with this one. I think I will because I've got a lot of pink and white up here. So I think we're going to go with this one. We are going to glue that leaf on because it's trying to come loose there. Get some more glue. And this one. Yeah, the only thing is with these leaves, they don't glue them on. There is no glue under there for the leaves. They just kind of put them on the wire and leave them. And that might be because so many people just cut the leaves off. They don't even use them. I used to do that, and then I stopped. As long as they are a realistic green, I leave them on. I do not pull those off because I think they look beautiful. So we're going to go with these two, and we'll just put them like that. I think I'm going to start out here on the outer edge. Yes. So let's just start, we're just going to start gluing them on, you guys. Just right off the bat. I know exactly where I want them to go. And then we've got two cherry blossoms here. So I'm going to take these and snip them just a little ways down. And I'm going to grab two of these white flowers. I think I'm going to put one there and one back here maybe. I don't know. I may only use one. Maybe I should put these off to the side like I did on the other one. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to pop them off to the side just like we did these other ones. They weren't the white ones, they were the pink ones, but that's okay. I want these off to the side like that because I want this arrangement here to be just a little bit different than the other side. It doesn't have to match exactly, but I do think these two cherry blossoms, well, I don't know. What if I put these coming off from these white ones like that? Glue that down. I've got to spread these out just a little bit. Long ways, because otherwise those cherry blossoms are not going to look right. And they may not look right anyway. What I may need to do is just put one cherry blossom. But even that, it feels a little too bulky in the middle. I think I'm going to put it right out here going outside instead of on the inside, like up higher and right in there. That looks good. Okay, and I didn't use any lace on this side either, in case you guys didn't notice. I didn't want to use any lace. I just wanted to use that one little piece at the top and sort of showcase it. I'm not going to make any curlicues with my flower stems. I'm just going to leave those out of here. And put these away. These. What I could do, let me see. Let's see. Of course, now the ones I want to pull them off of, they're sticking to, of course. Well, here's one. I can take that. I wonder if I take this and snip it. I've got 2 leaves here and 3 leaves here, and I think that will look really nice. That will give it a little bit more depth, I think. I think it needs to go this way. And we're going to pop that right in there like that. And those leaves look very nice. And then these 2. Right in there, if I can get it to sit down. There we go. Okay. And that way we've got the leaves down there. I don't know, maybe I should, you know what? Now I feel like I need to put leaves at the top. I'm sorry, you guys. We're doing okay on time, I think. At least I feel like we are. I'm okay with it. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to, got 3 for one side and 2 for the other side, and we're just going to glue these in like right there. Yes, I like that spot. And I like putting the 3 in at the top. Like that. What I could have done is I could have taken the 2 sets and I could have put the 3s on the top one and the 2s on the bottom one, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. And we got 2 leaves right there. And that looks lovely. Right? I think it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, here's what we're going to do, guys. I am a proponent of protecting this image. I want it to be protected. So I am going to pour a layer of resin in there. So we're going to just get a good amount in there because this is a big space and we need to cover the whole thing. So I'm using a lot of resin here. And there's a glue string right there, and I'm going to get that out of there. And right there. So glad I saw those. So hopefully that's enough. I'm going to run out of resin again, but boy, do I love this resin, you guys. This Bees resin. I'm going to go with Debbie's version of it now. Bees resin, BS. It's BS resin. And Debbie said she thinks that means bees, and so I'm going to say bees. It's a nicer way of putting it instead of BS resin. But I really thought it was BS resin. That's what I was calling it. So she laughed at me. She said, I think it's bees resin. And maybe it's not BS. Maybe it's BZ. No, it's BS. That's why I didn't think of bees. But it does kind of make sense. Bees, BS. I mean, right? So I'm just, now, you see how I'm finding a few glue strings in there? Resin is really good for that, for locating glue strings. It's awesome. It will find them, and if you're moving that resin around, it will help you to get them out of there, because it makes them not stick to the surface. So you'll be good to go. And even if there's, say there is a glue string in there and it gets down into that resin, you're never going to see it because it's clear. And it's just going to blend into the resin and you're going to be fine. So don't panic if you think you've got some glue strings in there. Don't worry. It's not going to show. And I'm just trying to smooth this all. I feel another one. There we go. I'm trying not to drip this anywhere else while I'm doing this too. But I'm trying to make sure I've got every little spot covered here. And luckily there's no bumpy spaces here. It's pretty well even on the top, so it should cover very, very nicely. I'm going to kind of go this way because I feel like my table is sort of, or actually the frame is sort of leaning to that direction. And I want to get the resin even on the entire thing. And that looks much better. And I'm looking at it under the light to make sure there's no spots that are uncovered. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my torch here and hope that it lights and works right. It's been cutting out on me. See that? And I just figured it out. I put the link to these torches in one of my videos yesterday, and I had to go back and look on Amazon to find the link, and I bought these in 2024. And most of them still work, but this one is the one that I have near me right now. So, and what I did was I use these a lot to burn the edges of my flowers when I'm burning flowers to roll them, you know, to get them to roll. And so when you use them a lot for that, then, you know, they they will go out a little faster. So if for any of you that don't know, the reason that I'm using my torch on the resin, this is UV resin. The reason I'm using my torch is to pop any bubbles that are at the surface of my piece here, so that I don't have a whole bunch of bubbles in the image. And now we're going to take our UV lights, and I've got a double one here. So we're going to take this and we're going to go for about 10 minutes on this. And we've got both lights going over that. So I'm going to leave you for about 10 minutes and I will be back. Okay, so I got this out. First of all, I want to show you guys, this is the BS resin that I speak of. And this is what it looks like. You can get this on Amazon. I will put a link to this in the description menu below. And you can get on there and you can buy this in different sizes. I buy it, let me show you guys. I buy it in this container, and this is 1,000 kilograms. You can see that right there at the bottom. See that 1 kg? And I buy it in this big container. I save my little bottles, but here's the deal, guys. I wash the outsides of these bottles. I do not wash the insides. I just wash the outsides if there's any sticky stuff on them, and then I pour this into these little bottles. You can buy the little bottles too, because when you buy the big one, it doesn't come with any little bottles. So I bought the little bottles first and saved the bottles. These are each 100 grams. And so I take this and I save it and I wash it off. I clean it with 99% alcohol. And then I also wash it with soap and water, but I make sure the lids are on and that the top cap is also on, because the top cap comes off. I make sure that's on there and everything's tight while I wash the outside of the bottle and get it not so it's not sticky anymore. I spray it with the alcohol, I wash it, and then I spray it with the alcohol and wipe it down real good, and the bottle is great when I'm done. So just an FYI for you. And I think you can buy these with like 3 or 4 bottles in a package. And it's not too expensive, you guys. The price is right. Of course, you have to have a UV light or you have to have lots of sunshine. It's much easier if you have a UV lamp. And best thing for you to do is to wear a mask over your mouth when you're working with it, especially if you're in a closed space. Even better yet, a respirator. I do not have a respirator, but that's the suggested route to go when you're working with resin, because it can be toxic. So just be careful with that, you guys. And what else? Use gloves. I do sometimes I don't, especially in my videos. A lot of times I do use them when I'm just working by myself at home, but sometimes the gloves make it harder to do certain things, so I will leave them out while I'm doing videos, and I just deal with it. And I know I shouldn't. I know that's not best advice, but for you guys, I wish that you would wear gloves when you work with it. So there's the back side. Yeah, a little bit of glue came to the bottom right here where the bow is, and a little bit right here, but that's okay because that's the back side and it doesn't really matter. And this is what she looks like, and you can see the resin made the whole top portion shiny, and she's all protected. She won't get scratched up or scraped or anything like that. And you guys, look at this piece. It is gorgeous. I mean, I can't say enough about this. Thank you to Kim for your kindness and generosity. Kim is a BFF of mine. She sends me rhinestones and tools galore. She has been so helpful to the channel to help keep me going at times when finances were low, and she's just been a great, great friend to me. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Kim. You know I love you, and you're the best. You are absolutely the best. So this is what we got, and see, that's the flowers on the bottom, that's the flowers on the top with the bow. And I mean, wow, she's gorgeous. So she will be in my Etsy shop for sale. So when this movie is, or movie, duh, I act like I'm something. I'm not. And you guys, if you would, well, please make sure to hit that hype button, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, and YouTube, it will help the algorithm so that YouTube will send my video out to more people to view, and I think it's worth seeing. So I hope you guys do too, and that you'll do that for me. I greatly appreciate everything you can do for me to help me grow this channel and start making a little bit more money to help with my income, my expenses coming up. So I appreciate it so much, you guys. Thanks so much, and have a very blessed day. Stay tuned for pictures on the back end, pictures of mine and pictures of Kim's, some of Kim's work. You guys got to see it. I love you. Stay safe, stay well, take care of yourselves first and foremost. And you know what? Have lots of love and family and friends around you to keep you happy. Find your joy, find your peace, and keep it and hold it close to you. Love y'all. God bless. Bye-bye.